Hi everyone. In this video I'm going to do more mail order knives. People send me their knives, I sharpen them and send them back. Express post always. I'm going to take a sip from my new coffee mug. You can buy one of these yourself. Beautiful. I thought I'd test all the merch. I got my new cap on. Right. Stickers. It's all happening. Now, so come over to the bench and we'll open this up and see what's inside. I can't remember what's inside, so we'll have a look. And then later at the end of the video, I'm going to give Chili one of your YouTube snacks. So, that's all very exciting. Okay. I'll reuse this bubble wrap and sending them back again. Ooh, something special. It's in a box. What are these? Ooh. Have a look at this. Oh, this one's a sporty one. Check it out. A beautiful Damascus chef knife. Let's have a look at the edge. Looks pretty shiny. Yeah, it's got some grip to it. Beautiful handle. Beautifully made. It's got some weight to it. But yeah, have a look at that. You feel the Damascus all the way through. That's the branding there, W. I can't remember. He did mention the guy who made it. Now that I remember the conversation now. And so let's give it a nice edge and go from there. This should be a fairly quick video. It doesn't look like it's going to be anything real dramatic. I'm going to check and see what that bevel is, and I'm going to try and match it without going, any much more than that. And it should end up pretty sharp. All right, so let's have a look. This has got a fairly thick spine, so glad that I'm using the self-centering jig with my new thumb cup, which I'm trying to develop. Hopefully we'll have that done. I was talking to some manufacturers yesterday, and probably going to end up having them made machined and not 3D printed. 3D printing takes a bit too long. Also trying to get some modifications done to the cup so that we maybe don't have to use glue, it can just clip on. But in the meantime, we'll just, if we can't get that done, or it's too expensive, then I'll end up doing the glue on. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some marks on here. And just see where we're at. All right. It's got a very large curve, so it's going to be slightly different bevel angle up here than it is there. I can adjust it, so if I was to adjust it so that these two came in at the same height and the belly was different, that could work as well. But generally what I like to do is get my finished angle down the bottom here, so that's the straight part, and finish it off there. So I'll give it a bit of height at the back, and a little bit of height at the tip, and we'll go from there. So let's just see how close we are. Oh, bang on. Huh, how about that? However, I'm going to just, to be safe, because what I don't want to do is end up with a massive bevel. So when I'm doing unknown knives like this, I generally raise it up quite high, and then I'll take a grind and see where that ends up on the blade. And I'm going to use my engineering eye to just see what looks right. You know what I mean? So let's crank the old girl up. Looks like it's got plenty of water. Let's just see where this ends up. Got it set to the fine setting on the wheel. Okay. Well, let me just do it again. It's quite small, so I think I could probably increase that a bit. Or is it? I don't know. Do we leave it there? Actually, that heel's not too bad. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to leave it there with a nice little fine bevel. Now, I'm going to take off this marker. So I can see what it's going to look like. This is revealing. So up here we can see that it's going to be about half the size, unless I keep grinding it more and more, about half the size of the original bevel, but at the back it's the complete, and that's because of the limitations of the Tormek. So let's just do both sides. Have another sip from my, this is the large size cup, the 15. Try not to slurp in your ears. Let's see what this side feels like. Wonder what this is made of. Maybe a subscriber who owns the knife, I'm sure you're watching. I don't want to get into names. Can let us know what it's made of. Okay, starting to burr. This is a stunning knife. Well, I've got a burr there, that's for sure. And you know, the more I grind it, the more it seems to be coming down and matching that that original bevel. But you know what? Let's measure it and see what angle this ends up being. Can you guess? Oh, interesting. 17.5. So it's a 35. That should work quite well because it's quite fat. Let's keep grinding. Good burrage. So I think that's enough. Now I'm going to smooth it out because I can feel a few raised grains. Just to make sure that it's finished as smooth and as fine as possible. Got a bit grippy there for a second. Eventually, once my movies start making good money, some of them do, not all of them do, wouldn't it be good if I could sharpen your knives for free and you just pay for the postage? Because it's already expensive enough. You've got to pay for express on the way here and then on the way back again. But I'd love for YouTube to be paying for your knives to be sharpened by me. I think that would be hilarious. So 35 degrees should be fairly robust. I reckon. If any of you make knives and would like me to become your designated finish sharpener, that would be something I would be interested in doing. Just trying to use my engineering eye to keep the bevels even. So that it looks beautiful, that matches the knife. I think I've got it. The tip's a little bit uneven. Nice. And it's gone all the way up to the original bevel, so that's good. I want a little bit more at the back here. It's got to be perfect. And by the back I mean the heel. Nice. What do you reckon? Beautiful. Let's give it a hone. I feel for the bevel. Bevel always up. To start off with. Check it. Still got a few little catches. Nearly there. I remember in the old car magazines towards the back there was always readers' rides. So this could be viewers' knives. Or perhaps something a little bit catchier. Lovely. Alright, let's test it first before we start stropping. Geez, it comes off pretty nicely off the wheel if you do it properly. That's cool. Let me just give it a little bit of a touch right on that bevel. On the suede side of the strop. So minimal disruption. Being careful to try and maintain that angle. Oh, magnificent. Oh, how good was that? What a beautiful knife. Well, I'm happy about that. I'm going to leave it right there. That is super slicey. That was a quick one, wasn't it? So that's magnificent. I'm going to put that back in its box. Oh, I might give it a bit of a clean. Well, that was very special. Thanks for sending it to me. I really enjoyed that. Pop that back in its box. Wow. That's cool. All right, now that concludes the knife sharpening portion of the video. Now we've got the snack time. What shall we give him? Duck jerky, I think. Hey, Mr. Chili, we've got snacks. You want some snacks? All right. Sit down. Whoa, you're a bit off the bed there. Hope you don't fall off, wobble. We do a trick? Lie down. Down. Oh, you're a good boy. There you go. No crumbs on the bed. Where is he? Oh, a little bit secretive. And you know what? Why don't we give him some roux as well, because, you know, he's such a good boy. You can stay out there. You can stay out there. Good boy. Give him a big piece like this. And look at this fantastic roux. Poor roux. All right, sit down. Good boy. There you go. You know what? Take the whole bloody lot. Dropped a piece. You know, Chili, they love you. They love you. Oh, aeroplane off in the distance. One of my favourite sounds. There you go. That's all. No more. You looking for more, mate? No more. That's it. Thank you very much. Hey, grab your merch at the iSharpened.shop. It's right down here, iSharpened.shop. You can buy a sticker, that's cheap. You can buy Chili a snack for $10. You can buy a hat or a mug or a Baz knife. Ooh, they're nice. Or if you're in Australia, you can grab some kangaroo tails. I've still got a few there. All the big jumbos have gone, or the big boys, I used to call them. But I've got some large, medium, small, or thin. They've all got good ridges, but they're just different sizes. And I've also got some seconds where the ridges are a little bit offset, or maybe they're very flat, but they make great other things as well. For example, soft jaws for your vise, so you can grab things. It's very, very good material for that. Or I don't know, what else can you use them for? Use your imagination. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.